I quickly want to touch on the electronics because there is something you should know. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mitchell and today I'm here to tell you about the Gibson Les Paul Tribute. This guitar pays homage to the great Les Paul models of the past. And I'm here to help you answer one question. Is it a real Les Paul or nothing more than a tribute? I'm gonna try and help you figure it out. So, let's not wait any longer, dive in and see what this guitar has to offer. I just real quick want to start off by saying I did not actually buy this guitar new. I bought it from Reverb from the Gibson demo shop, straight from the Gibson demo shop. So I cannot comment on the setup from the factory or any of that stuff, but I can comment on the quality. So back to the video. The Les Paul Tribute features a mahogany body, a maple top, like you'd expect from any Les Paul. I here have it in this beautiful tobacco burst finish, which I always have a soft spot for since I saw Slash play November Rain. You know what I'm talking about. The Tribute only comes in satin finishes, and except from this color it also comes in Iced Tea, Honeyburst and the Cherry Sunburst. In my opinion, the satin finishes is a really nice finish. It gives it a more vintage look almost, and it just has a great vibe to it. While the guitar does not have the cream binding, I don't mind it as much since it has this faux binding by the exposed maple top here, which give it a more refined look than the Studios in my opinion, but that's all personal preference. Coming back to the satin finish, it just feels so good in the hands. Love playing it, the neck is really smooth, so this is a real player. While I do admit I would have really liked some binding, this is probably where they cut costs by a significant amount. Because binding is a lot of work and I don't mind it being absent as much for this price. The neck of the guitar is made of maple. Where a traditional Les Paul would have a mahogany neck, this has maple. I don't know if maple is cheaper. This is what they gone with. Maple is a more dense wood than mahogany, which gives it a lot of stability. The weight of the guitar is kept down by the ultra modern weight relief. Don't get me wrong, it's still not a light guitar, but when you're gigging a lot, it really saves your shoulders. But don't be fooled, it's still heavy. The neck of the Les Paul Tribute has a rounded profile, is easy to play and navigate. It's thicker than a 60s neck, but thinner than a 50s neck, slightly. The fretboard is made of rosewood and it is smooth, it's nice and dark, making it really fun to play. Especially if you keep it hydrated, it keeps this nice dark color. The traditional 12-inch radius of the neck gives it a nice, comfortable and familiar feel. The tuning stability is good. It has a Graphtec nut, which just always does its job. And it comes standard on these guitars. The Gibson Deluxe tuners are good and get the job done. I don't feel the need to change them, and the vintage look on the tuners completes the overall aesthetic. This Les Paul Tribute, and I expect any Les Paul Tribute, is equipped with the 490R and 490T humbuckers. These pickups are versatile, they're clear, they're bright in this position, warm in the neck position. They are a bit on the lower output side, but this never gave me any problems. It gives a real, almost vintage sound in my opinion. With the wide tonal possibilities, these pickups are good for any music. I play metal on them, I play blues on them, I even played some rock and roll on them, and they just do it. It comes with an aluminum or aluminium, whatever you like, Nashville Tune-O-Matic bridge and a same material stop bar. This is classic hardware you find on any Les Paul, and they function the same as anything. I just wish this bridge didn't always fall off when changing all the strings, and these wheels for setting up the action didn't turn that easy. But other than that, it just works. It's a classic design. The locking bridges, I know they exist, but they come on maybe more expensive models, maybe more modern models. I even had them on some Epiphones, but it works. I quickly want to touch on the electronics, because there is something you should know. You wouldn't be able to tell from the sound, from the way it plays, that all the electronics are actually mounted on a PCB. This means that the pickups, pots and switch are not actually hand wired, but on a printed board with connectors. I just want to add that you can see here that the pots are soldered to the PCB. So what they do at the factory is just drop in the entire PCB and use these connectors to connect the humbuckers and the switch, which is over here. And this here is your output jack. This is done at the factory to save time, obviously. Adding these switches is a lot easier than hand soldering everything. It takes a lot less time, which in turn is a lot less labor hours. And I guess that's one of the ways they make the guitar cheaper. This is not how it fits. There we go. While I don't believe there's a huge notable difference in sound because of the PCB, I would still like to have some 50s wiring someday put in as an upgrade. But I'm perfectly fine with it as it is. It's worth noting that the Gibson Les Paul Tribute does not come with a hard case. Instead, it comes with this Gibson Premium Soft Case. While this might be a drawback for people who prefer the hard cases, myself included to be honest, this does offer excellent protection and is a bit easier to carry around. The case features a plush interior, similar to a hard case to be honest. A great looking exterior that's really durable. A padded transport strap and new guitars of this model actually come with 2 straps, I believe. This one has only the one, so it's more of a messenger bag. And this really nice handle that's really soft to touch. I personally believe if you pay this much for a guitar, I would still like to see a hard case. Fender is still doing it in this price range. I don't see why Gibson is not. That said, the soft case is a nice middle of the road. It's almost a case. It's not really a gig bag. But also not a hard case. Now, answer your question. Is it a real Les Paul or a tribute? Well, it's both. It's a Les Paul tribute, but it's a great real Les Paul. And it's perfect for anyone who's gigging, practicing at home. You don't pay 3 grand for a Les Paul. You're not afraid to ding it, get beer on it and a gig. It's just perfect for the gigging musician and everyone else. I don't think you need any more than this. Sure, the binding and the gloss finishes look great, and they're great. Sure, I would, if I had unlimited money, I would have one. But this does everything that the other one does too. And it looks the part. Look at it. It's beautiful. There are some cost-cutting measures, like the PCB, no binding, like I said before. Maybe the maple neck, I don't know. Some people might actually prefer the maple neck because it's a denser wood. Headstock might not break as easily. I don't know. I haven't tried it and I hope not to. But in conclusion, it's a fantastic guitar that offers exceptional sound, tone and playability for 1/3 of the price. No binding, no hard case, but a great soft one. I've had this guitar for about 3 or 4 months now, and I really bonded with it. It has a great vibe. The sound and finishes is super. So if you're looking for a Les Paul, definitely don't skip over this one, because it will do everything you want. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing at the buttons below. I will be putting more reviews out, more gear videos, more guitar videos. There will be more gear reviews coming. I got a whole back catalog of guitars, pedals that I want to do. Things like tutorials, maybe even vlogs, I don't know. I hope to see you in the next one.